I'm Laura.
Hi, I'm Liz, and we are
Two Grateful Stitchers.
Thanks for joining us for our second Flosstube video. We're very grateful you're here.
Yes,
We've been enjoying this community. We've been enjoying stitching a lot more. We've been having a lot of fun on Instagram. You can follow us over there. We're Two Grateful Stitchers. We've been participating in the Common Threaded Stitcher hashtag. The folks that put that together work really hard. We'll tag them in this video. We really appreciate them. It's been a lot of fun. A few people have shared our Flosstube video, our first one. So we're really grateful for that.
Thank you.
So we'll go ahead and get started.
Sure.
We'll start with fully finished objects.
Yes, FFOs. I only have one to share, and I did share this. I found the bottom. There we go. I did share this with you guys last month. I had only a finish. I had mentioned in our last video that I didn't know how to ruche, and I wanted to learn how to do that. Thank you, Vicki, for your comment on our last video. Vicki suggested that I go out and look for another video. So I Googled it, and I came across the Twisted Stitchers YouTube video, Vonna Pfeiffer.
We adore her.
Yeah, she did an awesome job explaining how to do all the ruching. It took me about 30 minutes. It was real simple once I got started, and I absolutely love how it turned out.
It's beautiful.
So thank you, Vicki. Thank you, Twisted Stitcher.
I have one fully finished object. It's from a while ago, but I really wanted to share it. This is a needle book. I completed this at a class in September of 2018.
It's beautiful. I wish you could see it in person. It's really gorgeous.
This is the back. This is it when it's folded up. So the Embroidery Guild of America, the chapter in Madison, had Cathy Habermann come in the fall of 2018, and she did a class with Lynn's of Madison, and I have a lot of anxiety like a lot of people, and Laura wasn't able to do the class with me, so I knew I was going to be driving Madison by myself in a place where I'd never been. I knew I was going to be eating lunch by myself. I knew I was going to, it was just an adventure that I was not quite prepared for. So I also didn't start stitching this, I don't think, until August, and I'm a slow stitcher, and I just barely finished this, and this was one of two projects that were going to be finished at the class. And I remember calling Lynn at the store and just saying, I don't think you want me to come, I'm not done, I don't know what I'm doing. And she was just really graceful and wonderful, and she was like, we want you there. And so I made the drive and went to the class, and it was amazing. I have some pictures from that I could attach to this video if I could figure out how to do that. Cathy was wonderful. She's very funny, and it was a lot of fun, and it made me realize that I do enjoy, stitching with other people and doing finishing classes and things like that. So now I sign up for them whenever I can. So
it's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous.
It's there.
And then finishes, but not fully finishes. This I just finished. It's called Be Kind, and it's by Heart and Hand. And this is funny too, because I finished this and Liz and I were shopping and she bought the pattern, and I was like, well, hey, I have this finished. We like a lot of the same things.
We really do.
So I did this on a 32 count natural linen, and I used all the called for colors of floss. Absolutely love it.
It's adorable.
iPad. The other one that I have to share that I will put into a frame, it's called Do the Right Thing, and this is by Lizzie Kate. It's Lizzie Kate, and Lizzie Kate's patterns are available on 123 Stitch.
Yes, and then this one's still available. I got the picture off there this morning, so this is where it's available. Yeah.
And this one is also on. Actually, this is on a 28 count at lamb's wool. And I use the called for colors of floss.
I love it.
Thank you. On to you.
Okay, finishes. I have this first lamb that I love. This is Lizzie Kate too. It's a snippet by them. Mm-hmm. I was working on this in our first video, and I finished it. Funny story about this. I finished it, and I was super excited because I finished a lot of things, stitching wise. And my husband was like, who are you giving that to? And I said, nobody. And he said, you're just stitching it just to stitch it? And I said, yes. Clearly I don't do this enough because he doesn't understand the concept. So he was like, what are you going to do with it? And I said, I think I'm going to frame it. And he was like, and then what? Just sit it somewhere?
Yes.
So yes, that's what I'm going to do with it. So there's that one. And then I have another not fully
just
finished,
a
just
regular
finished.
finish.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And so this was a free pattern out a few years ago. And
Hands-on
this is by
Design.
Hands-on Design, and it's farm fresh. And the fully finished picture of it shows ruching. So I'll have to have Laura show me how to do that.
And you did that on a 28 count
28 count
Monaco.
coffee tea dyed a la Priscilla and
Priscilla
Chelsea.
Chelsea. Yep.
My favorite kind. These are the colors. Oh, the colors are so pretty.
And these are the pins that go along with it.
So
And they're
cute.
absolutely adorable. Little chickens and a little egg.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yes. So those are my finishes. And then whips.
Whips. I always do that. I know. Sorry. I'm tired.
It's fine.
Okay, my first whip this morning is called Jump into Spring. And this is a Jeanette Douglas design. And I absolutely love it because of all the beautiful colors. It just spoke to me right away. It's been kind of a long winter here in Wisconsin and I needed something fresh. So this is as far as I've gotten. Absolutely love it. And it's not just cross stitches. There's some satin stitch down here. There's she throws in other stitches in some of her projects, which I really like.
Looks like it's almost done.
I'm getting there.
Beautiful.
Yep, I'm hoping to have this done at, maybe this can be an FFO next time. We'll see.
The colors are phenomenal.
Yeah, they're gorgeous. The colors are absolutely gorgeous. And I am using all the called for colors, the floss.
So pretty.
And that's on a 36 count linen.
Love it.
I like that one. And then my other current project that I'm working on is by Stacy Nash. Be Kind. It's called Be Kind Sampler. And I just really loved the phrase on there and the flowers. And this is as far as I am on this one. And this is on a 36 count linen as well. Not the called for.
It calls for a 35 count Weeks Dye Works linen cocoa.
Yep. And I thought this was kind of close to the cocoa color, but it's all I had in my stash. And I think I got this from Silk Weavers. But I do love how it's turning out. I love the colors of the flowers against that creamier dark brown fabric. It's really
so
pretty.
Delicate. It's beautiful.
So that's that for me right now.
For whips, that's it for you? Okay, I have a lot of whips. Probably more than I need.
That's okay.
So I have this. This is Horse Country Holiday by Artful Offerings. And I'm doing the conversion to primitive colors from Country Sampler in Spring Green, Wisconsin. I don't have a picture of that finish. They had it hanging up in their store, and these are the colors that they converted to. And this is how far I am on this.
That's really pretty.
Again, this is on my 28 count coffee tea dyed linen that I had done tons and tons of.
Or that's the...
Not linen, sorry.
Monaco.
Monaco, thank you for catching that.
That's okay.
There. And then this.
Another Monaco.
Yes. And this whip kind of bleeds into haul a little bit, but so this is Needle and Thread by Brenda Gervais, and I just love that chunky lady skirt, the chunky skirt on that lady, I should say.
The lady's not chunky, it's just the skirt.
So I was watching a Flosstube video, Cynthia Brew Stitching in the Light, and she had taken little pieces of it and just did the lady, and then she stitched for the frame that she had bought, and it was adorable. But I really like this project. I think I'll do the whole thing. And so these are the colors, and they're just so pretty. Let me hold those up with it.
Oh, look at it. It says sew a needle pulling thread.
Yep.
Sound of music.
So this is called, I think, a Turkish embroidery hoop. And it's by Nurge, N-U-R-G-E. And I saw it on Instagram, and I apologize, I don't know where I saw it, but I ordered it and put this, and this fabric it's like holding your fabric in midair. It's so light. And I've always enjoyed stitching in a hoop because of how light they are, but they're round and you don't get as much surface area to work on. And this has just been phenomenal. It really has. I really have enjoyed it. It's lightweight. I have arthritis in my hands, so I'm excited about this find. So
very nice.
And then still on whips, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Village.
Yes, Village of Hawk Run Hollow. So that is this pattern. So I was binge watching Cynthia Brew Stitching in the Light, and she works on this in the morning and then prays for folks as she is working on each of her blocks, and she finds it very meditative and soothing, and she's a pastor's wife and her videos are amazing. And so I
Excuse me.
had started that on my 28 count Monaco that I really enjoy stitching on, but it was massive and I've done that a couple times. So I'm learning to stop doing that. So I started doing it on this fabric, and this is called Grandfather's Sleeve, and I got it from Teresa of Kitten Stitcher, and she had Flosstube video where she had completed it on this fabric, and I just loved it. I just fell in love with it. So
It's 40 count.
it's 40 count, and I have a couple tools to help me see better. I bought a big expensive light that helps, and then I bought some glasses. I think we'd mentioned them last time. We'll do something with those next time. We don't have them with us today, but they're called craft optic glasses, and they light up and are to your prescription, so it really helps to be able to see. And so this is a little slow going because of that. I really feel like if I can get the squares in, the stitching will go a little quicker. I'm just having a hard time because I keep having to recount the stitches. So that's the other thing. I keep forgetting where I'm at. Chemo and menopause just totally stole my memory. And so I have a little notebook I started putting in my little stitching box, and I actually write down what I stopped at. So and maybe everybody does that, I don't know, but it helps me to not have to recount all of those tiny little stitches every single time I sit down to work on it. So, and then I think this will be my last whip to show. This is Plum Street Samplers Grace on B, and Laura and I had made a day trip down to Black Cat Stitchery in Illinois, and that was fun. And
That was a lot of fun.
then I this is the called for fabric, so, and we bought that there. I think it was
French vanilla, 36 count.
36 count. So this is as far as I am in here. Brenda from Handworkmaniac, right, shows a video of how to load things into this
Handworkmaniac.
Handworkmaniac. I will tag her below. She shows how to put your stitching in these scrolls, and these are scrolls from
Artisan Designs.
Artisan Designs.
They make the Elan lap stand.
Yes.
And the Gazelle floor stand, I
Yes.
think. They have quite a few.
I have the lap stand and the scroll rods. My husband had got me the scroll rods one year for my birthday and that lap stand, and I have arthritis, so these are kind of heavy for me. So I'm trying to figure out my sweet spot for stitching. And being a part of this community and making these videos has been so motivating. I was telling Laura this morning, I used to feel like if I didn't stitch 3 hours a night, then I wasn't, I was just done. I wasn't doing it right. And I'm a little hard on myself, and I'm kind of a perfectionist. So I have been stitching, though, 15, 20 minutes a day here and there. And so, if I do a little bit in the morning, a little bit in the afternoon, I can stitch definitely better during the day nowadays at this age because I can see better than I can at night. But those glasses have been a godsend, so we'll definitely show those next time. I think that's all I have for whips, so then we can move into haul.
Okay. So I showed you earlier my fully finished object, which was Gathering Berries by Luminous Fiber Arts. So of course I had to go out and add them to my stash.
Why not?
So my haul this time is Gathering Clover, and also upside down, right?
Yep, Gathering
Snowflakes. So there's Gathering Snowflakes. And as long as I got those, of course, and I just became an expert at ruching.
Great.
Right?
Now you can teach me.
I went and I bought the ribbon as well. And I did get the ribbon from Lady Dot Creates. She has an Etsy shop. This is also mentioned right on the patterns. That's where...
And it's a Luminous Fiber Arts pattern.
The patterns are all Luminous Fiber Arts. And all the associated ribbons with the patterns are from Lady Dot Creates, and they're absolutely beautiful. And I know that there are 2 more out there. There's an autumn one, and then they just came out with I'm going to say spring or summer.
With a bee?
It's got a beehive, and they're in yellow gold tone colors.
Oh, I have seen that.
That's
that might have been a market release even.
Yes. So that's my wish list now. So that's
Great.
next time. So hopefully that'll be a future haul.
Awesome.
And then this is not CrossStitch. This is Needle Punch, and this is by Teresa Kogut. And I loved it. I just like the chicken very much and the colors very much. And so I bought that. And then, of course, all the flosses that go along with it. And as I was saying to Liz a little earlier, it's therapeutic for me, the needle punching. There's not a whole lot to it. You just kind of stab and stab and stab. So if you've had a hard day at work, or kids are driving you crazy, or the neighbor's dog, or whatever it is, sit down and take a few stabs, and you'll feel much better at the end. Plus, you'll have something pretty to show for it when you're all done.
She has a few of those at her house. They're beautiful. You have shown me how to do it. It's hard for me with my arthritis. I just can't do it. But
heartstring samplery. This is a pin drum, and they're tulips, and spring coming right around the corner, right next week. So I had to get that.
It's beautiful.
Move on to something different, and that's very pretty. And
very springy today.
Jeanette Douglas Designs. I like her designs.
This is
and
gorgeous.
I really like this pattern. What drew me to it was the variegated floss around the outside, which also has some very, very tiny little glass beads. It's really, really pretty. And the floss came the other day. I got it at 123 Stitch. It's a silk floss, and it's absolutely beautiful. So I can't wait to get started on this.
It's gorgeous. I like the way it's framed in the finish. On that
I do too. So that's it for me on my haul this time.
Okay. So for haul, let's see. I have a lot. I have that pattern that I bought and all of the flosses that go with it. And
ooh, there's lots.
Yeah. And then I bought this 32 count vintage country mocha Lugana to stitch it on.
Yeah, that's gonna be beautiful.
Yes, and I'm keeping it all in this gorgeous project bag that Laura made for me. Put that on that pile. And then I saw this pattern on Instagram, and I'm sorry I don't remember where I saw it, but it's beautiful. I don't know how to pronounce it. We can take a stab at it.
Croquet Agaga.
It was off Etsy, I believe. I can try to find the link and put it in the description box, but I will see if I can get started on that before our next video.
Yeah, she doesn't have the floss yet, but it's beautiful, and I can't wait to see that. So maybe next time.
I feel like I could do this on the 28 count coffee tea dye fabric that I have, so I feel like I
love the little birds.
I might have the floss.
That's pretty.
I'll see what I got. And then I saw this pattern, again, I don't know where, somewhere on Instagram, and it's just gorgeous. It's a Simplicity Sewing pattern CrossStitch, and I just think it looks so elegant and beautiful. And I have a craft room, office, sewing room, combo room that I thought would be a good place to put it. And it came with Ada, and it's a dimensions kit, but I probably won't use this fabric or even probably this floss, but I really just wanted the pattern. So
it's beautiful.
That's part of my haul. And then sort of as part of my haul, I'll show you my Teresa Kogut collection.
And the hoops are your haul too.
Yes. Oh, should I do that first? Okay. I'll do that.
She talked about this a little while ago with one of her whips.
Yeah. Okay. So I did, I gotta be obsessive, and I really enjoy these, so I wanted more I really like having I know you're supposed to take stuff out every time you work on it, but it's so much easier for me if I can have projects sort of one in this room, one in this room, and as I'm sitting down to relax in the evening, I have one in the living room. If I'm sitting at my desk, I have one, off to the side that I can, if I'm listening to a meeting or something, I can just have something that my hands can do. So I like having projects in hoops, so, hopefully nobody gives me any grief about that.
That's a really nice hoop.
But it really is, yeah.
There's ridges inside.
Yep.
This is not going to slide on you like a normal hoop.
So that's part of its charm, I guess, or the way they promote it is that it holds the fabric in place even better than a hoop. So I stitched on hoops for years and years because I don't think, what do you call them?
Q-snaps?
Q-snaps had been invented, when I first started stitching in like 1982. So, and then once they were invented, I thought they were the cat's meow. I started using those all the time. And they're pretty lightweight, but these are really, really
nice. And like she said, the surface area for you to be able to work on is nice.
I really like that.
Yeah, I like these.
Yeah, and then I saw these. These are called Easy Guide ball tip needles. And I think it was ADHD Stitcher video, or one of her early videos, because I always try to go back to the beginning of a Flosstubers channel and start at the beginning so I get to know them. And that takes forever. So if I meet someone, I'm like, I knew what you were doing 3 years ago. But I'm getting there. The more I stitch and the more especially with the glasses that I got that have my prescription in them, and then the big magnifier part down here, I can watch a video where before I was really just listening to them because I couldn't see them, so I was looking at everything up close. So anyway, she suggested these, and they're made for cross stitchers and for smaller fabric. So I'm hoping that these will help me on my Village of Hawthorne Hollow piece that's done on 40 count. So I will give it a shot and let you know next time how it worked.
Yep, they do have, I felt them, I took them out. They're tiny, tiny little balls on the very tips of the needles.
And it's soft. It's not a...
right, they're not hard and pokey. I think that they'll be easy to work with. Very easy.
So I'm excited about that. And then I will show you as part of my haul my Teresa Kogut collection because I have purchased all of it. So that counts, right?
There we go.
So I bought a couple patterns recently. So this one is called Everyday Blessing. And then I bought this one, and it's called
Peaceful Snow.
Peaceful Snow. And I did get the thread for this one.
That's
I don't
beautiful.
have the fabric yet, but
I
do
love
have
that
this
pattern.
thread.
That's beautiful.
And then this one I had gotten a while ago. So Lori and I are going in May on Farm Girls Spring Retreat in Amana, Iowa. And Teresa Kogut is the guest designer. And this pattern is called Farm Girl. So I don't know if it was from one of Farm Girl's earlier retreats. This is the first one we're going on. But I adored it. So as soon as it was available for purchase, I bought it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also bought this year, or last year actually, the Advent calendar from Kitten Stitcher from Teresa. And Teresa Kogut was one of the designers. I think it was like day 12. So this is called Poinsettia Place. So this was part of that.
12 days of...
Yeah,
right.
So I don't know if this pattern is available or if it will be in the future. I'm not sure, but I can maybe ask her in May when I meet her.
There you go.
And then I have one more Teresa Kogut pattern. And this one is called Land That I Love.
It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
It's just got tons and tons and tons of gold.
This is very organized. She's got all of her floss all organized and
And
labeled.
then I make like a little... I just laminate a picture of it. That's just so I can know what all that. There's been plenty of times where I'm like, what is this floss for?
That's a good idea to have the picture on the
I have
ring,
a lot of
right?
floss, yeah. So this is what I was saying. Where I got to start stuff on. So I started this on this at
28 count, Monaco.
This is not going to work, folks.
No.
I mean, this is a little big. So I think I will try 40 count.
Yep.
So I will have all this fabric to use for something else. So we'll get there.
On to frogging, right?
Yeah, to frogging. So I think that was my haul.
Yep.
Okay.
So on to giveaways. Our giveaways from last week.
So we had 2 giveaways and we have 2 winners.
Yep.
So the first one is called Coffee First, and that's by Brenda.
Mm-hmm.
And the winner is Gail Chadwell. So Gail, if you could send your address to us via email, our email is 2gratefulstitchers@gmail.com. We'll have it in the description box below. Send us your address and we will get this in the mail to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. The second one is Sweet Pea Bunny from La Di Da. And the winner is Micah, the ADHD Stitcher. So Micah, if you could send us your address in our email, the 2gratefulstitchers@gmail.com, we'll get this in the mail to you.
Congratulations, ladies. And thanks for watching our video.
Yes, thank you.
And then you wanted to make some notes about that too, right? On giveaways?
Yes. Okay. So we do have a giveaway for this video. And before we started, there's just a couple things I wanted to mention because I've been learning a lot about YouTube and how to do things the right way. I just want to make sure I'm doing things the right way. So I want to mention that the giveaway is not associated with YouTube in any way, that you have to be 18 years or older to send us your address. We'd like you to like and subscribe to our channel, like this video, subscribe to our channel, and then don't say the word giveaway in the comments. That triggers bots that just want to get stuff to sell on eBay, I guess. So we don't want that. We want it to go to one of our viewers that would like to stitch it. So because I buy a lot of stuff,
She bought 2 of this pattern.
Sometimes that happens. So this is Home of a Needleworker by Little House Needleworks, and I have 2 of them, so we are going to give one of them away. And it did come with the classic Colorworks floss.
Yep.
So,
So the lucky winner this week will also get the floss.
Yes. So for this giveaway, we would like you to say, or in the comment below, if you have any stitching hanging in your house or on display in your house. And if you don't, you can just say, don't have any stitching displayed in my house. Some people, you know, just stitch and store it in a box under their bed. Some people give it all away.
Yeah, just let us know what you do.
We're just curious.
Yeah. Do you stitch it and just tuck it away? Do you finish it and give it away as gifts? Or do you enjoy it every day hanging in your home?
We have some things in our homes, but we've both probably given away a ton of stitching too. I think I've probably given away more stitching than I have in my house for sure over the years. But I'm really enjoying starting to stitch more for myself and, you know, finding patterns that I'm like, ooh, I think this would look good here. I think it was Brenda, I forgot her title name.
Handworkmaniac.
Handworkmaniac. I adore her. I'm sorry, I forgot the name of the channel. She talks about, and I think other people have mentioned this too, that some people are project stitchers and some people are process stitchers, and the project stitchers can't like justify spending the money and the time and the effort if they don't have like an end in mind of where they're going to put it or who they're going to give it to. And then some people just like to stitch and stitch and stitch and just stitch all they want and don't worry about the end result. And I think I'm maybe a cross between the two because I like to have a project in mind, but there's so many things that I know I'm never going to make. They're probably never going to get on my wall. I don't even have enough wall space.
They're just beautiful and you just want to do them.
And the colors are phenomenal. So
can't help ourselves. We're all addicted.
Right.
We're all addicted.
Right, so
that's it for
we're good. Yeah,
that's it for this video.
We would like you to follow us on Instagram. We would love it if you did that. Our handle on Instagram is 2 Grateful Stitchers. We're enjoying spending time over there. It's been very motivating. This community is just amazing. We're thrilled to be a part of it.
Yes, thank you.
We're very grateful. So we appreciate you all, and we will
see you next time.